Okay, welcome to video 2.13, where we're going to be looking at frequency tables and tallies. You may have done these sort of things before, but frequency tables is a very quick and easy way to represent different data sets, because we don't always necessarily care about the individual numbers themselves, and what we really want to see is sort of a trend, so we fit instead our data points into different categories or that sort of meet particular criteria. All right, and we may use tallying to do that, especially when we are recording a data set into a frequency table. Tallying often helps so that we can keep track of how many fit into a particular category. So a couple of different things we're going to quickly look at is interpreting tallies. Now, you've probably done tallying before, and just in case you're not quite sure what I mean, tallying is when we count things. Do we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, so this corresponds to 5. If we just had 3, that would mean 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the fifth goes across so that rather than having to count each single one of these little tally marks, we just go, okay, well, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 22. Okay, and that's why you do tallying, because it's very easy to quickly count your 5s, all right? So reading a frequency table. So frequency tables kind of look like this. So I want you to imagine that this is from some particular survey that was done where you asked people the number of children that they had, okay? And you can see that we surveyed a total of 32 people, and they fit into these different categories, essentially number of children. So it went from 0 to 4. And what this means, when we have a look here, is that this 5 here means that 5 people have 0 children. Okay, and that essentially other things we could take from this is that 12 people have 2 children. Other things you can say is that 8 people have greater than 2 children, because if he's greater than 2, and here we can see 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay, so that's sort of how you deal with these frequency tables. Now, creating a frequency table. So here we're going to look at 2 different sort of ways of doing it. This is the first one. So we're going to place the following data set into a frequency table: 2, 3, 5, 2, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 5, 1, 1, 2. Just completely made up on the spot. So we might put in this column the number or digit maybe, and in this one we're going to have frequency. Okay, now as you can see, we've got numbers from 1 to 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're just going to sort of tally things up. So we have a 2, a 3, a 5, a 2, a 5, a 6, a 4, a 5, a 6, 3, a 2, and a 5, and a 1, and a 1, and a 2. Okay, so I just sort of quickly tallied those up and said that they correspond to, we have 2 1s, 4 2s, 2 3s, 1 4, 4 5s, and 2 6s. Okay, so that's our frequency table for that completely random set of data. Now, having a look at an actual set of data. Right, in the 2012 season, the Brisbane Lions AFL team, this is actually the case, had the following scores. All these ones here: 119, 63, 35, 111, 41, 62. Now, obviously, you don't want to have a giant list of frequencies that goes all the way from the smallest score of 35 up to 128. or 132. That's a lot of work to do. So, as you can see here, I've asked to create an appropriate frequency table for this data. So let's just shorten that up a bit. Okay, so we would certainly put over this side score, and here would be frequency. Now we're starting at 35, got some 40s, going from 35 to 132. So what you might want to do is go by 20s and see how that works. So we might do a score from 0 to 19, 20 to 39, 40 to 59, 60 to 79, 80 to 99, 100 to 119, 120 to 139, and that's sort of our max score. So then we can start tallying. So 119 fits into this category, 63 fits here, 35 fits here, 111 fits here, 41 fits here, 62 fits here, 58 fits here, 132. Just going to scroll down there, put it there. 96 fits in this one here, 102 fits here, 70 fits in here, 114, 122, 63, 92, 59, 77, 84, 77, 95, 104, and 128. Okay, so the good thing about these frequency tables is if you can kind of turn on your head to the side, you can sort of see that you've got, you could kind of make a little shape of here and get a bit of an idea of where their big pieces of data sit. So you can see that the Lions scored most of their scores in between 60 and 119, okay, which is probably pretty average across the AFL code. But we can, now that we've tallied those up, we can then write our frequencies down. So they had 0 scores from 0 to 19, 1 score in this range, 2 scores here, 7, 4, 5, and 3, okay? And so that's sort of the tally of the frequency table of the Brisbane Lions scores for last year. So I hope you can see how we do the two different types of frequency tables, as in by individual numbers or by categories, or we can do it by any number of things, okay? Anything that can be counted, tallied, organized into groups, we can make a frequency table for. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and please come along to class with any questions. Hopefully you've had a chance to maybe look at the chapter before you get in, okay? Thank you.